Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take another look here at AVAX, double check a few important factors. Obviously, we're in a descending trend. There's no other way around it. Swift recovery, though, off that $33 range. We did talk about that previously being a nice support level for us. This is weeks ago, but again, something to note. But what we want to look at, of course, is potential for further upside and just generally what to do in these situations. Again, best practice for a scenario like this, right? So we did have this bearish rectangle play out that pulled the price action down. Granted, that has a lot to do with the fact that Bitcoin was moving down at the same time. But if you do take a look here in our group, we did take some nice profits there from AVAX, about 54% in roughly a 24-hour period. We hit all of our targets there. That's not a brag point because honestly, I wish I'd done a lot more in the light of taking more shorts. But again, the price started to run fast, and there's no reason to try to catch a falling knife. We got this one in early with that rectangle pattern. So the truth is we took some nice profits from AVAX here soon. But the question is, do we shift gears? Do we take a long? Have we broken back on track? I think the short answer is no, but we're going to talk about what to look for in order to identify that, and obviously best practice, regarding those type of things, and hypothetically what kind of leverage to be using. So let's go ahead and talk about, first of all, liquidation levels first and kind of go from there. As we can see, last 7 days, majority of all liquidation has been swept. We can kind of see there's a concentration at about $40, $41 here soon. That may get retested. Generally speaking, round numbers, just like $50, that's where we shorted from. Our key level of resistance is being below them. So we can presume $40 is going to be one of those resistances until we close back up above it. Mainly because it's a round number, yes, but also because we've seen that area previously have some resistance. And it's, there's probably going to be no change there. We take a look here, last 12 hours, we can see again, 39 to 40, probably going to see one more leg up to 40/41. But at that point, we'll probably see some slowing down, is my guess. We may see a different story altogether this weekend. A lot of it depends on Bitcoin dominance and how alts will recover. But at this point here, there's a lot of people shorting this coin. All the more reason why it probably will go up a little bit further. Because again, destroying those late shorts is the name of the game. It's generally what market makers will do, and we're probably going to see that get hit here soon. Open interest, we can recognize. Let's see, kind of pull it out a little bit here. A lot of folks are heavy at 34, 36, and previous to that, roughly $40. So again, it's not an exact science here, but this kind of lets us know that our local support might be around 36.50 range, because that's where we see a decent amount of support. People are buying them the most at $35 to $36. So that's kind of the general idea there. Again, this purple area was the previous area of liquidation that has been swept. I'll update our playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord to reflect those new numbers. I usually count this up here and kind of give you an understanding of where things are at. But for the most part, a lot of immediate short-term and long-term positions have been destroyed. So really, we're kind of hitting that equilibrium, minus the fact that there's a lot more shorts in the market. And what I mean by equilibrium is that we do have a potential doji candle forming here. So this may very well be the bottom. A lot of it hinges on how well Bitcoin recovers or just stabilizes. Bitcoin doesn't have to go up for altcoins to do well. It just has to stop going down. Okay, so most altcoins are in this position right now where they're hitting their local highs. And if you can see here, we spent a lot of time here previously at the $36 mark, 35 to 36. This was a previous high here, so it's going to be tested as a new low here. Okay, so this is generally a favorable sign to be able to close above that level, right? So simple way to understand it is if the daily candlestick closes below this level, that would be an invalidation of the long. Okay, that's usually what I like to look for. Anyways, let's talk about the daily time frame, work our way down, and just recognize we're well below the 20 and the 50-day SMA. So once more, this reinforces the fact that being above 40 is an important number. Because if you look here, we can see $39.90, round number $40, is that current little level there that the 50-day SMA is hanging out at. Okay. Now again, SMAs are not support and resistance levels, but it is kind of an indication of what side of the tracks we're on. We close below that today, we may see further downside, or if we close above that soon, it should imply that we're back on track within reason. And when I say within reason, we want to be over the 20 to have a lot of confidence, but you can still do well being above the 50-day SMA in a long position. Okay. All that being said, the rest of the daily time frame is still very bearish. We're under 50 on the RSI. There's not like a lot of confirming factors here letting us know that it's worthwhile taking a long. 4-hour time frame may tell us something different, but it really doesn't. We can see we're below every single moving average. We're barely over 30 on the RSI here. We want to be over 50 to have some confidence. And of course, we can see money flow index is trailing behind. MACD is trying to converge, hasn't yet. So there's not a lot here really giving me any confidence in taking a long position with AVAX. I may feel confident taking a long at $40 plus, but between now and then, I think we got a lot of ground to cover. Let's take a look at the Ichimoku cloud. We're still not above the cloud. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is far away as well. The only coin that's actually doing well is this here at SUI, and we're waiting for a pullback before we take a long with that. So again, there's a lot of reasons why avoiding AVAX right now, a long position just makes sense. I don't necessarily recommend you just short right now at this point, but you're probably going to find more luck taking a short than a long, because at this point, we've got 3 out of 3 reasons, -1 window of opportunity closing here soon, letting us know that conservatively, a short position or keeping your short position open may still be a viability, okay? So I don't really personally think that it's worthwhile to take a long with AVAX right now. And if you were to consider a short, just make sure you watch it close, because we do have some decent support, this $35 to $36 range, and that's going to be an important factor. So once more, I'll post a playout chart in our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I'll clean up the charts here for us. That'll be posted here. If you want to check out Bitunix too, folks, highly recommend them. No KYC or VPN required exchange. Use my link to register. You'll be eligible for the $12,000 deposit bonus this month, but also a deposit and or reward bonus every month moving forward. They've been phenomenal the last 3 months about giving us a lot of different opportunities, because we got a lot of traders now. So cool stuff. Check that out in your own time. Link down below for that. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And if you want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tech is a site. Link down below. We got a lot of new members coming over. And just a heads up, outside of the signals, you do want to make sure to read our signals guide. And then obviously check out our trade alerts section 2, because I basically kind of give you a heads up on different trades I'm planning to take. All right, that's all available for you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.